Hello, my name is Heather-Leigh,
Hi, I'm Sean May.
and together we are Vegan to Taste. So I'm super excited because this is our very first YouTube video. I have been wanting to do YouTube videos for a really long time, pretty much since high school, and I've always had a lot of concepts, but I've never followed through with them, so I'm really excited for our journey. Vegan to Taste started off with the kind of intentions of possibly being a private chef business or catering, but we're kind of going to go in a different direction, starting off with a food blog.
We've both been vegan for a little bit, about a year and a half, and I've been vegetarian since Thanksgiving of 2013. And it definitely changed my entire lifestyle, not only my health, but my thought process about a lot of different things. Being more sustainable, of course, wanting to help a lot more animals and finding different ways to do that. So this has really become more of a passion project for both of us instead of just focusing on service-based, but really being able to do a lot of things with it and pretty much try to help as many animals as possible while also really just enjoying and being a part of the vegan community.
So, my vegan story is I've been meat free for almost, I would say, 8 years. I became vegan shortly after my 21st birthday. And throughout the years, it's been a really incredible experience. To be transparent, I did yo-yo between being vegan and vegetarian for a while, and we made the full commitment when we created Vegan to Taste about a year and a half ago.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've been feeling really good, being fully vegan again, and I've always cooked vegan, so that kind of comes naturally to me now. So yeah, it's just been a really fun journey with not only learning how to cook vegan, finding vegan products, finding a community, but meeting each other too
Mhm.
is kind of a big reason why we met. Do you want to go into that story?
Sure. Yeah, so we ended up meeting from online, so on an online dating site where, I definitely had the filter, so I had gone on a couple dates with people that still ate meat, and they said they had tried vegetarianism, but they were actually like almost started making fun of me for being vegetarian and like kind of rubbing it in whenever we'd go out and eat. So I was like, okay, it's time to, and it wasn't like it's like absolutely not, but it just started being an issue. So then we ended up, I was only vegetarian at that time. I'd never been vegan at that time. But then, of course, Heather-Leigh would be like, oh, well, I love to cook and I would love to make you some meals. I was like, absolutely. So it made it the easiest transition ever to go vegan. I originally wanted to, well, I didn't even want to go vegetarian originally. So I'm from Wyoming where, the cows are all around us. So I just grew up in that. But it was actually my doctor that recommended that I cut out all red meat back in 2012. And so there was something that was kind of a big change for me, but then I saw the health benefits almost right away. So I cut out then all poultry. I never really did like fish at all, any type of seafood at that time. So that was really easy to cut out. So I went vegetarian, and within weeks, I saw a major transformation in my health issues and in my body. And then when we went fully vegan, there was a completely another level of health transformations that have just been amazing. So it was the easiest transition, and I'm very appreciative and thankful that we came into each other's lives, and it just made it that much easier to start and continue along this process.
And you mentioned something about a filter. I know for the app that we use, there was a filter that you can kind of pick only vegan and vegetarian. Because in my experience with dating, I have actually dated mostly vegan people, and the 3 times that I've dated meat eaters, it just doesn't work out. Especially when you're vegan for the animals and for the environment, you have such a passion for that lifestyle, and honestly, it's pretty much my moral compass. And so if I had a partner that was not vegetarian, we couldn't make it work. So yeah, the filter that I slept on was trying to find vegan and vegetarian people, and so we found each other.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit more of my vegan backstory. I have a zookeeping degree, and I didn't necessarily want to be a zookeeper. I just wanted to learn about animals, and in that I learned a lot about factory farming and just the emissions that that produces, and I just felt very contradicting that I was eating meat and then also trying to advocate for animals at the same time. So that's when I made the full switch. I went cold turkey to vegan for a pretty long time, and it was so incredible. My whole life, I was told I was going to get bronchitis every year. I always had throat infections. I always had sinus infections. And the minute I stopped eating meat and dairy, to this day, I have only been sick once in 8 years. And so that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, yeah, huge change.
So we want to create something, with the vegan community because we love it so much. And eventually we want to have our own animal sanctuary. So hopefully this can, take us on a journey there and then, be able to spread the vegan word that way as well. You have a mosquito. Oh, there it goes.
There's definitely some mosquitoes out here right now. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the big thing because we talked about how we can follow our hearts, follow our passion, and create something that we really care about while also being able to have fun and actually kind of create a community behind it as well. So we're starting right now at doing blogging, doing also some videos like this where we're going to do reviews for vegan products that we use and we want to try out and different things like that, along with the journey like creating an animal sanctuary and becoming more sustainable, possibly kind of creating a kind of a little paradise for animals and for humans where it's all vegan food. We grow all our own food. So all of the meals will pretty much be farm to table, but right there from our own backyard. So that's the journey, and that's what our goal is that we want to really go after. And hopefully you can join us along the way.
Yeah. Well, and I was about to add too, when we were talking online, we had the same passion and the same dream, which I think was really remarkable because it's really hard to find somebody in this day and age where they want to be self-sustaining and on a big piece of property away from the city and growing your own food. And so I think that's always been our driving force, just trying to have that final end goal. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, thank you for watching, and we're really excited to see where this journey takes us. And until next time.
All right. Thanks for joining us.